What is good, people? This is SFC Spectacular, your NCRIC for all things entertaining on this channel. And we're here to talk today about some things that I learned. I think I learned them? Well, I did learn from building my PC. And I think you should too. Let's get into it. Alright guys, hey look, welcome back to the channel. Always good to have you here. Whether you're new or you're old, you're just now getting here, you just arrived last week, you arrived Tuesday. You arrived 2 weeks from now. Anyway, look, hey, thanks for being here watching. No matter where you are, no matter who you are, thank you for watching. I also stream on Twitch, SFC Spectacular, same name. On Instagram, I'm gonna start putting some of my Instagram videos up here. Tell me if you like it or not. You know, I'll put some on you guys to let me know. Anyway, today I want to talk to you about what I learned from building my own PC, and it's quite a lot. In all seriousness. There's a lot of things that I'm gonna go through in this video that before, when I used to buy pre-builds or any computer before, I had no idea what was going on, had no idea about pricing, parts, assembly, whatever. But I'll get into it in this video, all right? So stay tuned. Hey guys, I want to start things off real, I was gonna do it like a numbered list of things, but that's kind of cliche and tired, so I don't want to do that. So I'm gonna just start it off with my first thing I learned. No particular order, was to properly build, wire, and program a new computer. And I say that in that order for a reason. The wiring was the trickiest thing of all, not only to hook it up to the motherboard, but also how to route it through the case, how to hook it up, things of that nature, how to zip tie, because normally in a pre-build, the company would do that to you. You just receive the computer and you're like, yay, I'm on the computer, right? So all that stuff, of course, you know, if you build it yourself, I had to learn on my own. And I got a couple of those cords wrong at first. It took about 8 months, couple of 100,000 videos, but I think I got it right and I did that okay. So I was pretty proud of it. Once it fired up and all the lights were twirling and the RGB, I was like, yeah, I did that shit. So, you know. Side note, there's some footage of me in the background as I actually assembled it. You can go watch the actual video of the whole assembly. I think it was about a month ago we did it, back in August. But go look at that video. Me and the lovely wife put that together. Next thing I learned was about updating technology. Sure, we talk about it all the time, but seeing how graphics cards have come, the computer chip itself, the AMD 3700X, all the Intels, all the stuff that I looked over, just the process of where things were 10 years ago to now and where they may be. You know, just look at everything now. The 3090, 3080 graphics cards are coming out, soon the 3070. Things are constantly changing. So I learned about how technology is updating PC wise, and by extension in other realms such as Mac and your phone even, because most of these things work together. You know, your phone has a processor, your PC, your Mac has a processor, also your Xbox, blah 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 blah. So you get the picture. I learned all about all that technology, and I think it's a good understanding now that I know the inside and the outside, the software, it all ties together nicely. Moving right along, I learned how to use a mouse and keyboard to game, which admittedly I was afraid to do at first. That was one of my biggest worries, like, damn, should I switch over for that? Because mouse and keyboard doesn't look fun. It looks complicated, all those buttons, you know, it's simple with a controller in your hand. And as I talk to other people, that's kind of their fear too. When I mentioned building a PC to other gamers, they're saying, hey, you know, SFC, it's those cords and how you hook up things, and you got to use a mouse and keyboard. Mouse and keyboard always comes up. So I would say this to you, for me at least, I have to speak for me. Mouse and keyboard's not such a bad deal. Actually, I'm kind of preferring it. There was a time I wanted to use a controller, and I said, I'm gonna tough it out, and kept playing the game with the mouse and keyboard. So that's what I did. That was the next thing. Next up on the list was how pre-builds cheat you. First off, for those who don't know, a pre-build is any computer that comes to you already shipped, or you order it, it comes to you already built. You go to the store, you pick it up. Pre-builds, right? So those companies cut quarters. And watching videos around YouTube and every other place, I see how these companies, they cut corners on things like your motherboard, your case, your power supply, and you never know that because you didn't build a computer. You don't know what a power supply is supposed to be like. Hell, you don't even know what the CPU is supposed to. You just know that, hey, I got a pre-built computer and it's working fine. So in cases like this, I was glad that I put this thing together because now I know what they skimped out on the parts, how computers I had before used to break down so fast. Because I'm telling you, the cheapest thing on this rebuild you see in that picture right there might have been the hard drive, the hard disk drive. That might have been the cheapest thing in that whole picture, in that whole video. So this is definitely a custom build PC I have here. You can see I took that air cooler out of there and put a water cooler in there. But yeah, let's move right along. Going hand in hand with that, I also learned how pre-builds cut corners. They usually use a cheaper part here and there. They'll advertise you speed, power, but the cord management inside might not be the best. They might have something unhooked and you don't know it, you know, which leads me into my next point, was how to troubleshoot a PC. I had a point where something wouldn't turn on when I unhooked one time, and I couldn't figure out what it was. I went through all the motions, tried to figure out what it was, fade out some loose cords, put it back in. But by and by, I see where I have to go, what I have to do, where I should look first, how to fix my own problems with my computer, so I don't have to run to a Best Buy or a computer shop to ask and be at the mercy of those people there. Next up, I learned how to open how open the PC market is versus the closed Mac ecosystem. And this goes with a lot of other stuff. To take another risk, is the PS4, Apple, Xbox all have closed markets, so to speak, where you can't share your games. And sure, you can cross-game, cross-platform stuff, but you can't buy Call of Duty on PlayStation and then move it to the Xbox or the PC. You can't do that. So I say those are closed markets, and you get a wider variety on PC. There's 3 or 4 launchers now that you can find on PC. The launchers are places you go to find games, if you didn't know. GOG Galaxy, Steam, Epic, Origin, Uplay, blah blah blah. The list goes on. So you got a lot of games a lot of places to choose from to get digital games on your PC, which is good. Lastly, I discovered the joys that is high frame rate. I love high frame rates now, man. I made a video a while back. I keep saying I had no idea what I was talking about, but frame rate is very important. Makes the game looks a whole lot better, runs smoother, gives you a couple of different advantages in like multiplayer and fighting games. I won't get into it, but look up frame rate. Please get into that, look at it. But I think you guys should build a PC too. I mean, I might be a little biased now that I built one, but hey man, the freedom, the customability, the customization, and the overall versatility is just unbeatable. It's what everybody said it was so long ago. So I'll leave it at that, guys. Hope you had fun watching this video, had fun making it, and go watch some of my other videos. Catch me on Twitch, catch me on Instagram, guys. Until next time, get back to the studio. See ya. Hey guys, thanks for watching that video. Like I said, I enjoyed making all of these, and I hope you keep watching. And I hope you learned something from this video, and it'll encourage you to maybe build your own PC. But if not, at least source it out, look at the parts, learn pricing, learn the budget. You can troubleshoot whatever that I mentioned before. You'll know how to do now. Thanks for watching, and as always, if you can't be good, be good at it. I'm out of here, guys. Peace.